main event, and it's for the Gift of the Gods Championship. The only way to win is to be the first luchador to climb the ladder and retrieve the Gift of the Gods. Introducing first, the challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, Fenix!
This young man is a former Gift of the Gods champion. This young man has Aztec warfare experience, and in the last year, this young man has absolutely electrified the wrestling world. We are talking about Fenix, but Vamp, you told me off the air that you think this type of match could end this young man's career.
Exactly, Matt. You said he's done all those things, but step into the face of death. This is a different kind of match. You're coming out of this match beaten up, hurt. Maybe you might be carried out. This is something different. There are no applause in this arena that's going to get you through this easily.
Well, this young man did survive grave consequences. Can he survive a ladder match for the Gift of the Gods Championship? If you've never seen a ladder match before, let your imagination run wild with the things that these athletes will do.
Is that fear? Is that adrenaline? Is that confidence?
That's just Fenix.
That's just Fenix. Good call. Hey, man, what would you do walking down the stairs of the temple knowing no matter what you do tonight, your career could end?
And his opponent, from the highlands of Guerrero, Mexico, he is the Gift of the Gods champion, King Cuerno!
Last year at Ultima Lucha, Fenix won the Gift of the Gods Championship. A mere 6 weeks ago, he lost that coveted title to the man that is about to enter the temple. He is known as the Hunter. He is known as the surveyor of all that he sees. He is indeed the Gift of the Gods champion, King Cuerno. Now, Vamp, in this type of match, you need to incapacitate your opponent enough for you to climb a ladder and unhinge the championship that hangs perilously high above the ring. Who do you give the advantage to?
Definitely Cuerno.
Why?
He's played Fenix into this like a mouse in a trap, bro. You gotta remember, in order to get that belt up there, you're gonna have to willing to almost die. In order to do that, is he willing to go the step and maybe even kill someone? I don't think so. It's that serious. That's what's on the line.
Both of these men own victories over one another. You have to believe that that's going through their mind. There you see the empty throne of our Lucha Underground champion, Mil Muertes. This match has direct implications on Mil Muertes' title reign.
Speaking of, here comes our champion, Mil Muertes, in his throne, overlooking the temple like an overlord of the dark world. I'm so much digging that.
The Hunter takes on the Bird of War in a ladder match with the Gift of the Gods championship on the line. That championship guarantees his holder a Lucha Underground championship match. These two fighters will have to do anything and everything in order to climb that ladder and be the first to retrieve the title. This one should be a classic. Fenix, King Cuerno, Gift of the Gods ladder match. Here we go.
Cuerno not even paying attention to Fenix. He's looking up at that bell. He knows what he's got to do.
I asked you to whom you give the advantage. You gave it to Cuerno.
Yep.
Fenix busting out some unique offense from the start.
Hey, man, in a match like this where you're going to get an ass whooping, you better be careful with that high-flying stuff. It'll take its toll before it needs to.
Now, these two know each other very well. They know they're going to have to wear each other down before they go to incapacitate one another, although Fenix looks like he's ready to pull out his ace card right away.
I think Fenix got a little bit of aggression in him tonight. He looks like he hates Cuerno.
Well, they do say familiarity breeds contempt. The steel jungle that Cuerno lords over. Fenix flies from the skies.
Would you go for the victory early on something like this?
Well, it's something to point out. All of the ladders, all of your tools are outside of the ring. Therefore, it behooves you to take the fight outside, incapacitate your opponent, and start to maneuver in. That's what Fenix is doing early on. Ooh, God. Well, this may be easier than we thought. Fenix is setting up the ladder. The placement of the ladder is crucial. Fenix! Cuerno in.
Cuerno
Fenix
smart.
down.
2 weeks ago, these two guys had to beat the living hell out of each other, Matt. Well, you remember that. Hatred. I don't even think they had time to heal up.
Adrenaline is a wonderful thing in our sport.
It's my favorite drug. Built a career on it, you know.
Now, Cuerno could have opted to use the ladder there, but instead it looks like Cuerno is going to use the ladder for offense against Fenix, which is all legal, by the way.
Sure it is, and this ain't Home Depot. This is the temple, man. These are full of all kind of vermin. It's dirty, you cut, hurt, and blood, and guts, and all that kind of stuff.
Powerbomb onto the ladder.
Nasty. I like when Cuerno does that, man. He just takes his time. It's like, you really, really want to do this? You really want to push me?
As Cuerno drags his hand along the perimeter of the ring, the Hunter now outside.
I can't understand it. He's got the ladder in the ring. I can't understand why they don't go for the kill, man. I understand that he likes the trophy. I understand he likes the thrill of the hunt. I get it. Ulterior motives?
Speculation. What is Cuerno building here?
Well, I don't know, man, but he can't leave Fenix out too long before he recoups. You got to remember, he's a warrior, bro.
Perhaps a steel altar on which Fenix will be sacrificed.
Yeah, you can feel it in the temple, like mice running around, everybody's feet standing up. Everybody wants to watch the beating. Sick.
Blocked there by Fenix, dropping down to a knee. Fenix still kicking, putting his weight on the bottom half of his body makes it difficult for Cuerno to get Fenix up. Ooh. You know, it's interesting. Cuerno sensed that there was still a lot of strength and fight in Fenix and knew that he had to inflict more punishment. We've talked about it week in and week out about how cerebral, how psychological Cuerno is. That was very smart, in my opinion.
Psychological? Or how about psychotic?
Ooh.
Maybe like a mouse in the trap here, he's setting the bait. What's he doing?
That is Katrina's office. I'm sure Cuerno would love for Katrina to hear the thumps and thuds of bodily harm. Let's not forget in the last Luchador standing match,
yeah.
This is deja vu right here, and it ended up biting Cuerno in the ass.
It's gotta hurt.
You can hear those primal screams from Fenix. Ooh.
It's gotta hurt, man. We've been waiting for this. It's only a matter of time before the faithful in the temple woke up.
Fenix can't even get to his feet. Cuerno now with the elephant gun, seeking his prey.
Man, he's got Fenix where he wants him. I don't understand his methodology here.
Slowly placing the ladder down, Cuerno creeps.
Oh. That football kick to the ribs just about did it for me. It's done.
Right here, as we look through the steel ladder, someone's coming your way. Ooh, the agility. Nicely done by Cuerno.
Very smart.
This may very well be our next challenger for the Lucha Underground Championship, and I think Cuerno is at the height of his game.
I think that Fenix is just desperate, trying to reverse, trying to do anything to hang on. Cuerno's fresh. He's too smart. He's aware of it. He sees it like the Matrix. He just took his time. Knocked him off his feet again. I know that corner all too well.
Into the sea of believers. Bam.
Yeah.
Earlier you said Cuerno should just go for the title, but now Cuerno is using his environment to try to truly incapacitate his opponent. Is this a smart strategy?
I think he's on a mission to destroy Fenix. This isn't a tactic. This is hate. This is hurt. This isn't about a win. He's hurting him. He's got him where he wants him, wouldn't you say?
I would, but maybe Cuerno knows Fenix better than you and I do sitting behind this table. Cuerno has fought Fenix. He understands what kind of man is underneath that mask. And perhaps this tells you how much Cuerno truly fears Fenix, how much Cuerno respects Fenix, how much Cuerno wants to end Fenix.
It just shows how much Cuerno is a hunter, toying with his game before he kills it. Don't you think?
High above the canopy here, Cuerno has Fenix hooked up.
Whoa.
Only one place to go. Fenix now rising from the ashes, still has some fight left in him. We talked about this young man's tenacity. We talked about this young man's ability. But how about his heart? What does Fenix have left?
Damn. I'm standing up.
But now it begs the question, at what price? How much did Fenix have to exert to pull that amazing maneuver off?
Do you really think with the hatred involved or even thinking about that belt right now? Honestly.
Yes, I do believe that in the back of their minds, the Gift of the Gods Championship is an extremely valuable prize to both of these fighters. They wouldn't be putting their careers on the line if it were not.
Do you agree with me when this match is done? Both of these men are never going to be the same again?
100%. Because one of them will be in line for the Lucha Underground Championship. The other must go back and reevaluate their career here in the temple.
I think the mental and emotional scar tissue that's going to be here is going to be causing some serious post-traumatic stress syndromes, brother.
Fighting into the crowd. If you can get to Boyle Heights, Los Angeles, come down to the temple and experience Lucha Underground firsthand, like that guy.
Dude, do it at your own risk, man. Sorry to say it, but the fans in Boyle Heights kind of gruesome. They like blood.
It's a special kind of fan here at Lucha Underground.
Yeah, tattooed, rock and roll, criminal-esque. What are you trying to say?
A unique breed,
There you go.
Not just the fans, but the fighters as well, and the lengths that they will go. Now that Aztec Warfare has been announced, I do believe that the locker room intensity will certainly have to be on high alert. Oh, God!
That head just about came through my monitor. He's gotta go. You gotta go, man.
Fenix realizes that Cuerno is trapped.
He broke his ass.
And with a bum leg, you have to believe now that Fenix is behind the 8-ball. If Cuerno can smell the blood in the water, this match may be over.
Oh. Damn, man. This is some serious 5-star hate beating that I'm seeing right here.
Fenix is a wounded animal. The hunter going for the kill. Oh! The ladder reverbed off the steel post, and it ended up sticking Cuerno in his right arms, clutching his bicep right now.
Matt, will either of these two guys even be able to win this match?
Someone has to.
I can't take it. Fenix is just rising from the flames once again.
Yeah, we alluded to it earlier. This is exactly where the last luchador standing match ended. Perfect poetic justice here for Fenix as the bird of war ascends high above the temple. The hunter is up. Oh!
Jesus. But I'm looking at the fans and everybody's starting to get freaked out here. This is a little bit too violent, even for my tastes.
No such thing here at the temple. And your tastes? Come on.
I just told a lie. But still, you know what I'm saying? Finally.
Here we go now. Cuerno setting up the ladder. Let's not forget the objective of this match. Climb the ladder and unhook the Gift of the Gods Championship, and you are victorious.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Don't understand what?
Man, but then again, I do, because I've been there. I just hate to see it when...
Oh!
When hate takes over.
We've talked about hatred, we've talked about pride, we've talked about all these emotions, but at the end of the day, it's about becoming the Lucha Underground champion, and that's what these two are fighting for.
Well, and I will say it now, and I know you agree with me, I would just give the belt to both of them, but I hate to see this, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, one has to go home empty-handed.
Yeah, that's not how we do things here. And throughout all this carnage and all this destruction, you have to believe that Mil Muertes must be enjoying this.
Is he enjoying it?
Sure, why not? His two, perhaps, greatest rivals are just destroying one another. We just saw Puma and Pentagon do the same to each other. It looks pretty rosy for the Lucha Underground champion. So close. Oh, boy.
What the hell are we seeing?
The expressions of the believers. Story.
Damn! I gotta go.
As Vampiro joins the believers, both fighters flat on their back, as far away from their goal and objective as they could possibly be. Cuerno the first to his feet. He has enjoyed most of the offense in this match, and look at that look. That's a look of respect. Throw the hunt position.
There it is. His plan almost backfired. Would you be safe to say on this one?
Well, we have to wait and see.
I mean, he had to have known that Fenix was not going to lie down.
Well, very few get up from the thrill of the hunt. Fenix,
very few,
corner of the ring.
Very few get up from getting their head beat through the floor with a ladder, Matt.
Every good hunter wants to go for the kill, and that seems to be what Cuerno has running through his sick, twisted mind.
Cuerno? How about these fans and their sick, twisted mind calling for a table? See the tables get all of a sudden standing ovation for the violence. I want to invite every single one of them to my next birthday party. The last time I saw something like that, nothing good came of it. If you know what I mean.
What does Cuerno have in mind here? And if Cuerno can hit this, Fenix may never rise from the ashes again.
No way, dude,
The
no way.
watchful eye of Mil Muertes.
Forget about it.
It looks like the thrill of the hunt from the second rope. Fenix senses the danger. Fenix switches his position, gets out of harm's way. Oh! Leaping palm strike.
Oh my God.
Phoenix knows his tools so well. Both these fighters fatigued. Oh! And now Phoenix scrambles. Phoenix!
No way.
He has 4 runs to cover. 3, 2, Fenix's hand is on the top rung, pulling himself with everything he has. Can this young man do it? Can he reach the pinnacle? Fenix is the Gift of the Gods champion!
And new Gift of the Gods champion, Fenix!
After everything Fenix has been through, after every single fight from last year to this year, this young man is now the #1 contender to Mil Muertes' Lucha Underground Championship. When that match will happen remains to be seen, but when it does, it's gonna be a damn good one. Ladies and gentlemen, for Vampiro, I am Matt Striker. This has been an incredible night. We are well on our way to Aztec Warfare. We'll see you right back here next week. Who knows what's gonna happen? Join us and find out on Lucha Underground.